after the match, something that we've been praying and hoping for weeks and
I
weeks and
know.
weeks, we get a very, very, very special announcement. And it was quite the surprise that it happened that quick, that, Hager and Wardlow are going to be going toe to toe next week. And
It kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, I understand, we understand what's been going on. Wardlow has been off screen for the last few weeks, and obviously when Wardlow's not around, we get bummed because that dude is a
yep.
beast. We are huge fans of Wardlow, and we have been since the beginning of the show.
hmm
We see a lot of upside in that guy. But for Hager to cut that promo, you can even see Jericho and MJF were both kind of like perplexed
Confused.
as to where
Yeah.
this is coming from, especially because we just had Inner Circle kind of come together,
hmm
and we saw that ultimatum where they all agreed that they were going to work together, and that for this to happen so soon after that, it definitely was blindsiding. That said, the Inner Circle did a really great job throughout this show of integrating in real life stuff with the wrestling product that we're seeing. We can talk about this later on with MJF's promo, but this was an example where Hager really called out Wardlow for being home for family matters when the Inner Circle is the family that matters, right?
Yep.
I thought that was a really great line, especially for Hager, who's not necessarily known for being a promo guy. I thought that worked well for him. I do find myself wanting Wardlow to put a beating on Big Jake.
Me too.
I think that Hager came off certainly as the heel in this scenario, and I think that Wardlow's going to get a little bit more and more of a babyface rub. Obviously, we see his dynamic with MJF and how that's helping Wardlow kind of get that shine. Like you said, MJF is the best heel in the business. So pairing him up against with a guy like that certainly going to give him some sympathy votes sometimes.
Right.
But the way that Hager called him out, all of us can relate to the holidays being crazy, and ultimately this being family time. This is a time of year where you got to focus in on what's important. And so Hager questioning Wardlow's priorities was certainly a heel move in this scenario. And I have a feeling these two guys, you and I have talked about this from day one, cannot wait to see this match. I think that Wardlow and Hager's styles are going to match up really, really well. Hager is, a former collegiate wrestler. The guy is well known for being able to toss people around the ring, and I think he's going to have a hard time doing that against Wardlow. So I really like where they're going to go from here, and I can't wait to see if Wardlow can get Big Jake up on his shoulders and toss him with an F10. I think that's going to be
I think he can, and I really hope for his build's sake that Wardlow does take the W, and then we start to see the blossoming that we've all been wanting for. Even the announce team is really saying, he is a star in the making, and he just needs that opportunity. And I think this should be a good stepping stone into 2021 for him to have a breakout year, and he could definitely have a breakout year.